Hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Edward Ashley. You can see I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Tomlinson. And here's my numbers, my phone number, both cell number and my office number. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about seller financing and the opportunities that it gives you. And a lot of people don't understand that you can actually sell your house with seller financing, even when you have an underlying loan. And the cool part about that is if you do it right, there are protections and there are risks. Make no mistake, there are risks, which is why it can be very profitable for you. But all my investor buddies, the way they buy is buying seller financing. Whether the house is free and clear, that's just straight seller financing. If there's an underlying loan, that's called subject to the underlying loan. And that's what that's called. But what they like to do, like people who are distressed and in trouble, like your foreclosures, who they got a couple of weeks left. You know, they didn't take advantage of the 90-day window, and they're now down to their last 2 weeks. A lot of them still have 3 and 4% loans, and these guys will come in and just take that over and pay that. You know, and the loan stays in your name, but while they're paying it, your credit gets better. And they give you what you need to leave. You're getting the price you need on the house. They pay all the arrears. They reinstate the loan. And the question is, well, how do I know they're going to pay for it? Well, they're not going to spend all that money to reinstate the loan and then not pay for it, because how they make money is you got a 3% loan. Right now, people are charging as much as 13% on seller financing. So think about that. They can make as much as 10% on your underlying mortgage, which means they're using the bank's money to make money. And this is where you get the advantage. If you're willing to explore the possibilities, just explore it. Not saying it's for you, it's not for everybody. And it's not just desperate situations. If you, in the beginning, decide, let's explore this, and you do this, let's say you're a 3, 4, 5% loan. I suggest 9 or 10, because when you get that monthly check and you're like, oh, this is great. And then in 6 months or a year, they have to, they have a balloon payment, or 2 years, whatever the balloon payment is, and they now can get a bank loan, and they get a bank loan. You're gonna miss that monthly payment. But there's opportunities there for you as the homeowner. So instead of letting us, the investors, take advantage and get that when you're backed up against the wall, as soon as you get your letter, or even if you're not in foreclosure, you don't get the letter, you just have been trying to sell your house and it's expired. 6 months and 6 months, and you're having a hard time selling it. Explore the option and see if that's something that would work for you. So that's all I got for you today. But I know how to find buyers who, business owners who cannot get a bank loan just because, using the laws of the IRS, they pay zero in taxes, legitimately and legally. So the bank looks at them and says, you don't make any money. But these are guys with their businesses making millions of dollars. But because they have write-offs and they can write things off legitimately, legally, honestly, ethically, and they draw their income on their tax forms down to zero, almost zero, and they pay very little, or if they pay any, they're called poverty situations. So they can't get a bank loan. But what they would do is they buy a house from somebody like yourself, and then they'll pay taxes for 2 years so they can qualify for a bank loan. Then they'll get the bank loan so they can drop the interest rate and then go back to not paying taxes again. So that's one of the cool things about all this. Anyway, you have a fantastic day. Again, you saw my number at the beginning, but let's do it again. Too close. There we are. Edward Ashley, Coldwell Banker, 509-389-8585. That's the cell number. 509-467-7400. That's the office number. And just give me a call. Let's see what we can do for you. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend.